Hi, you guys. We are going to make our homemade red chili sauce today. So we are going to be doing our recipe from Latin America, and I'm going to show you how to make a red chili sauce that later on we're going to go ahead and turn into some corn and black bean enchiladas. So the first thing we need to do is we need to work with our dried pasilla peppers, and I have gone ahead and put some gloves on just because I want to make sure that I am not going to touch my eyes or burn my fingers. So this is about 4 peppers. This is 2 ounces of the peppers. And what you want to do is, I'm just going to use the bag, you want to tear these up into about 1-inch pieces. And what I want to do is also open up the inside and remove those seeds. So I have about a 10-inch Teflon pan. I'm going to go ahead and start to heat that up. And again, you just want to tear these into 1-inch pieces, removing the seeds as well as removing any of the stems. So go ahead and open those up. Now you can find in your grocery store, in the international aisle, you can find all of these peppers. You can even try a different combination. Some of them are going to be a little bit hotter. Pasillas are actually a green pepper. And if you remember when we talk about different peppers, red is your spicier, going down to your green. Smaller the pepper, the hotter it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish tearing these up. Get them into I'm going to use the non-stick today. And then I'll show you how to toast your peppers. So I have all 4 of those peppers torn up and put into, and it is a dry Teflon pan. So we're gonna go ahead, put these over here on the heat, and we're going to watch those. We're gonna toast them for maybe just about 2 to 3 minutes, and what you're looking is for them just to heat and be aromatic. You do not want to burn them. It will burn the pepper and give you a really bitter type flavor. So what we're going to do when those are done, we're going to remove them from a heat and we're going to put them in a microwave safe bowl. We're going to add to that our 2 cups of beef stock, or you can use vegetable stock. So let's go ahead and have this ready, and then we can just add those hot chilies. So remember, this is a beef base, a beef concentrate. This is not 2 cups of this powder. You add the powder and then you add 2 cups of water to make your beef stock. So we have 2 cups of those. Here's 2 cups of water. And then we will add the hot toasted chilies to this. And then we're going to microwave this for 2 minutes and then let them sit for about 5 minutes. And what it's going to do is rehydrate. So let's go over here to the stove, and just what you can do is start to heat them. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit on a medium heat. And again, let your nose kind of be your guide to when you think they're done. A couple seeds in there, I'm not going to worry about it, and we'll let that toast up. The other thing I have ready is the rest of my ingredients. I've gone ahead and diced up a whole onion. We are going to saute a whole onion, but we're going to reserve half of this onion to actually make for the enchilada filling. All right, give this a few more minutes. All right, these have been going, again, like I said, just a little longer than 3 minutes. It took a little while for my pan to heat up. But again, I'm starting to see them just getting a little toasty. I can definitely smell that nice little smoky flavor, and they're starting to blister. So I'm going to put those into my microwavable bowl. And then I am gonna go ahead and lower my heat. Add some oil to my pan. And I'm gonna go ahead and saute up that whole onion for just about 5 minutes. Again, allow it to lightly brown and start to caramelize. So, back over to here. This is, again, the peppers and the beef stock. That's it. The water. And this is gonna go into the microwave for 2 minutes, and then it's gonna sit for another 5 until we're ready to use it. So you can see my onions are just starting to turn brown. Again, we don't wanna cook them too much. So I'm gonna take about half of these onions out, and I'm gonna reserve it for the filling for the enchiladas. And then into here now, I've got 3 cloves of garlic that I'm just gonna lightly chop up really fast. They don't have to be too small. We just wanna cook it. A little bit. Cook that garlic a little bit. Because this whole sauce is going to get pureed. And then the other thing we're going to add into this pan is our 1/4 cup of tomato paste. So go ahead and add. And this is going to help add a real nice depth of flavor into that sauce, right? Because tomato paste is basically a tomato concentrate. Been cooked down all the water out of it. My chilies are just coming out of the microwave. We're gonna let those sit for 5 minutes. So let's let this mixture cook for another 5 until it gets nice and dark brown. So I allowed my tomato onion mixture with the garlic, and I did also add the cumin in here. I forgot to tell you that. I allowed that to cook about another 5 minutes or so until, again, everything's really starting to get a darker red. And then the ancho chilies have sat here and rehydrated for 5. I also now have the remainder of my ingredients. So I have the diced chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. This stuff is amazing. This is a very deep, smoky flavor. I actually will buy this, and I will use the juice or dice up the anchos and to mix it in with like a mayonnaise and spread it on a burger. So I really like that. That has 1 whole ancho in there. I didn't dice it because it's going to be blended. So add all of that in there. Go ahead and add everything from your onion tomato mixture. Make sure you're really watching the heat on that Teflon pan so that it does not burn. So we're gonna add all of that. And then the last thing you're gonna add is these ancho chilies and all the liquid. So we're adding everything in here. So go ahead and just pour it right in. Get the chilies in there. It's getting really full. Okay, and then I'm gonna scrape down the sides, make sure I get everything in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and puree this, so use your blender or your little smoothie maker, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like after I have it all chopped up. Okay, so we're all pureed up. Remember to kind of start and stop your blender a few times to make sure everything gets in. I'm gonna go ahead and store it into another container only because we are going to be making only a half recipe of those enchiladas. This is, though, enough sauce to make a 9 by 12, about 12 enchiladas. So look forward to the next demo, and we'll start making some roasted corn, black bean cheese enchiladas.